Recording on this computer. Hi, everyone. This is Meshell Baker, the Congruency Catalyst International Speaker Trainer Coach. And I'm here with another week of the Dream Big Bus broadcast. You know what? I'm always amazed that I made my own name a tongue twister, but whatever. Okay? So as you guys may know, I take this opportunity to speak with and connect with people who are about mastering and becoming experts in their craft, in the gift that they've been given to disperse to this world. And as you know, I'm a true believer that purpose is always tied to the embetterment of humanity, right? So those people who are truly operating in their gifts and the purpose of what they've been created leave people better off. There is a different understanding of how they serve in this world. And you all are getting the experience of hearing it. Because when we hear, we're conduits. The more we hear what a master and an expert sounds like, the more inclined we will be to want to work with one, and the more we'll be able to pick them out. So we'll know those people who are calling the exploiters of our time versus an expert who actually is there to help you build that vision and make it even more brilliant than you thought possible. So I have with me today, Judy. Judy, I'm going to have you say your last name because I don't want to butcher it. But I met Judy recently, and it was that walking and serving in my purpose, I'm gifted to meet people and know immediately, because there's a energy and a frequency that I am actually catapulted into almost a tingling and a the goosebumps, because these people are so incredible. I can't wait to get to know more about what they do, how they serve, and, you know, just really share them with the world. And that's my gift. I love to share. Once I get something, I was the kid that once I knew something, I wanted to tell everybody. Once I got something, I wanted to share. And so this is my gift, and my blessing to you is that you guys get a chance to meet Judy and hear the incredible things she does with life mastery and the background of how she's taken all of her experiences and currently use them to transform clients. So she doesn't do transactions, she actually transforms. So, Judy, can you tell people watching about you and what you do?
Oh, thank you so much, Meshell. And I must say, before we start, I got this tingling sitting next to you. And there's something about, we looked at each other and you said something about, it's my job to teach people to be okay with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. And my last name, by the way, is the tongue twister. And my parents gave that to me, you know, how about that, you know? And my last name is Matejczyk, and I am Polish, go figure. And everyone in my small town in Pennsylvania knows how to say it. To me, it took me to third grade to learn how to spell that.
Wow.
So it was like growing up with that sense of like, why can't I get it? You know, what is wrong with me? You know, you're stupid. You can't do anything. And all this, and believing it. And guess what? No one else was saying that but myself.
Yes.
I love what I do. And I just want to thank you so much for this opportunity, and knowing that you are blessed in what you do, and I bless, you know, every single thing that you're doing. So we are like sisters.
Yes.
All right. Well, here am I. Here we go. My name is Judy Matejczyk. I'm an award-winning Life Mastery consultant and certified through Life Mastery Institute. My mentor, teacher, coach is Mary Morrissey. I just came from training last week in LA. And, you know, when you're with that many people who are transformational agents throughout the world, the energy was off the charts, you know. And so I'm back. I want to tell you about my core values. And my main core value is that I believe in people. I believe in people. I know that each one of you, everyone, is far more powerful and contains more potential than any circumstance, situation, or condition.
Oh my God.
Now, you know why I say that? Because someone believed in me.
Yes.
And saw past a circumstance, situation, or condition. One of the things I have the privilege of doing is delivering content and programs. Just to get a little background of what I just did this last month. I don't know if you know, but Hurricane Harvey visited Texas about a month ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And my job is a life coach. I have clients all over Texas and Florida. So I was on the phone believing in them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'll tell you, yeah, and it got to me because I was on the outside doing it, and it got to me until my electricity went out. I couldn't get gas. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm no longer out here, I'm in it. And I got scared. And I find that people don't move until they get scared.
Yes.
And so anyway, I got into gear and I'm like, oh wow, what can I do to deliver my life mastery to the masses? So I have a program that I just finished on Monday night, teaching called Standing Firm When Your World is Shaking, and presented tools for traversing that terrain. Now, it was quite an experience because I'm going to take this off. I had to do the homework. I had to look at my own dark night.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go in and see what lessons I was learning about me and my purpose in the world right now. And it changed. This last month, I totally washed my brain from what I was doing. Isn't that great? You can do that.
It's beautiful.
So I wanted to teach you a little bit. Is that okay if I do a little teaching?
Oh, this would be beautiful. Yes, it's your time. Whatever you want to give to the world, I am ready to receive my gift as well.
All right. Well, first of all, number one, I can believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we call in life mastery a partner in believing. Mm-hmm. It's someone that you can be in your circumstance or condition and they will listen to you and not see you there.
Yes.
They see beyond. I've had clients who have been in very serious health conditions, you know, with cancer, with that, and I can see them beyond that. And they know, they'll call me and they'll do that, and then I'm like, okay, well, tell me what it is. If you did not have the condition, what is it that you would be doing? And they're like, at first it's like, I can't think like that because I'm in it. I'm like, I know. Well, let's just, for 5 minutes, let's pretend it's not there. What is it that you would love? The question always for the rest of your life, if you don't get anything else from this, what if the only question you needed to ask yourself for the rest of your life, what would I love? And there's 4 areas to look at in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Write this down. Write this down. 3 years ago, I spent most of my life as a special ed teacher in front of middle school kids. So if I say write this down, that's my old self coming out. The only thing with those kids, they never did. They never did their homework, but my clients seem to want. So write this down. There's 4 main areas of your life. And we talk about full spectrum success. Okay, the first area is what would you love in the area of your health and well-being? And think about 3 years from now. We'll go 3 years out, 3 years from now. And then you write down and describe. Tell me, if I was going to ask you, Meshell, tell me some words that would would describe your optimum of health in 2020?
You actually want me to answer?
Yeah, just throw out some words. Yeah.
I don't know. The first thing that came to mind was triathlon, which was an interesting word.
Yeah. Great. Well, that goes down on your paper, because that definitely wouldn't be on one of mine, but that's yours, right? So in other words, you can see yourself in a vision 3 years from now as a triathlon. Now, people ask me, they say, well, this is just pretend. And I'm going, no, it's not. Because I know from doing this work that God gives us big pictures, visions. When we take the time to get quiet and get into that big picture, it's done already.
Yes.
All we have to do, not all, is to take baby steps. It's there. Okay, so anyway, that's your health. The second one, relationships. Think out 3 years from now. What would your ideal relationships be? Now, it doesn't have to be with a partner, spouse. Who are you in relationship to the world? Like for me, it's like this kind, loving, soulful. I'm a nana. I love being a nana, And I go in detail on relationships. So now we have your health, relationships. The third area to look at is your career, or actually, instead of career, I love the word creative expression. Every single one of you has had a gift, a God-given gift, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of you guys out there, most of you people, most of you out there, whatever it was you were doing as a kid that made you smile, that you didn't pay any attention to, that's your gift. My brother's play baseball, man. That's his gift. He's 50. He's still out playing baseball. Tap into that creative expression. Go 3 years out and you're living it. The fourth one, this is the really one that I really love, is your time and money freedom. If you had all the time in the world and all the money in the world, what would that look like? And here's some other questions with time and money freedom. Where would you be traveling? What would you be doing with your money? Now, some people will go, I'd get a Ferrari. That's great. But what areas in the world would you like to be a philanthropist to? And I personally, there's a foundation called Unstoppable Foundation, and they build schools in Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those guys. So there's the 4 areas, and I want to give you some tools. But take time out, go 3 years out, and just expand, right? You've got your health, your relationships, your career, and your time and money freedom. Go out, write it down. And that's the beginning of a very baby vision, right? Mm-hmm. So here you go. And guess what? God loves clarity. Get clear on it. Mm-hmm. Like I've had some clients say, yeah, I really want more money. And God will give them $5 that come in the mail. And they'll say, well, I kind of was thinking more like 50. 550, 500, 5,000, it's just the zeros, right? And, but the more important thing is, what would you be doing with that money? Where is it that you would be bettering the world? Where is it that you would be donating to? And taking care of yourself as well. Those are just some actual questions. So I want to give you some tools, if that's okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's your time. This is the gift of you. So yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Well, one of the things that I teach a program called Dream Builder, which is a 3-month program. I also have a 6-month program called Life Mastery. And so the first thing that we learn how to do is become a brave thinker. A brave thinker. And you may be wondering, now that's kind of an interesting concept, isn't it? And let me tell you what a brave thinking is, okay? Well, first of all, let me tell you what common thinking is. Common hour thinking. Common hour thinking is, oh my God, I'm too fat. Oh my God, I'm too old. Oh no, the world's falling apart. And I'll tell you, you go right outside here, even in Texas, you'll hear common hour thinking all the time. I can't afford to do that. Nobody in my family has ever gone to college. What makes me think I can? You name it, we've all got it. And we all have that common hour thinking. It's very easy. You just turn on the news and you hear all kinds of common hour thinking, okay? Now, a brave thinker, you ready for this? A brave thinker is one who thinks outside the box. Brave thinkers don't even know there's a box. Right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I mean, I know this work. I'm
I know.
Participating in your methodology.
So a brave thinker would ask themselves empowering questions, right? So an brave thinker would say, what if I could run a triathlon? What would that be like? And let yourself think about, well, who would that person be? And your brave thinking is like, oh, if I really believed I could go to Maui, what would I be doing right now in the direction of that dream? And a brave thinker would go, I could Google Maui, right? Or I can do this. Or a brave thinker asks big, empowering questions. Or like they'll see something on the street, maybe a hurricane hits. And I'll tell you, I saw a lot of brave thinkers in my community of Austin, Texas. You know, the first question they asked, what is mine to do to help out?
Yeah, I was thinking, how can I help?
Yeah, exactly. You're on it.
Yeah.
And I have friends here who rented U-Haul trucks, packed it up with water and food, took their kids out of school and put the kids in the U-Haul truck and drove straight down to the coast because they wanted their kids to experience.
Yeah, yes. I know there's quite a few churches in Austin and communities that came together and have volunteered their time. And I forget what the term is, but they were, once the water receded and they need to cut out and remove certain portions of the damage so that because that's the only way the insurance inspector will give you a check to rebuild or whatever. And so they were going down there consistently after all of it to help people to clean away the debris and get prepared so that they could rebuild. So yes.
Those are brave thinkers. They were not thinking, well, I got to go to work Monday. Well, that's them. That's not me. They're jumping at it. Right. So that's a brave thinker. Okay, here's the first tool in being a brave thinking. And you become a brave thinking master. Okay, the first tool is to notice what you're noticing. Notice what you're noticing. Now, I have my clients carry around a little notebook with them, right? And they'll notice their discontent, their uncomfortableness, like your word. Mm-hmm. Okay? And when they get uncomfortable, they write it down. Or notice what you're noticing when something lights you up. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. At the end of the day, you have a whole journal of who you are. And it comes with knowing your longings and your discontent. Okay? So that's the first tool I wanted to give you. You have to get your own little notebook. Notice what you're noticing, right? Like I'm noticing, like, well, this is like, no, not. It's like noticing when you look at yourself in the mirror. What are you saying to yourself? Okay. Now I just have one more little tool I wanted to give you guys that my clients all use. It's called. What we do is we do a daily to be page. It's not a to-do list, it's a to be. Who am I to be today? And it comes in, if any people are watching this that would like a copy of my to be page, I'll gladly put it in a PDF or anything. But I'm going to tell you about one little part of it today, okay? Okay, it's who are you to be today? Now, at the top of the page, I always write, this is key, it's a brand new, never before lived baby day. Handwrite it in your own handwriting, and then put down the date. I did this morning. I put Wednesday, September 27th, 2017. And I handwrite it out. You know why? Because it's focusing on this day. It's not about yesterday. It's not about, I'm focusing in today. It's a brand new, never before lived baby day, Wednesday, September 27th, 2017. And that focuses you in. And who are you to be today? Okay. So there's about 5 parts to it, but I just want to tell you about the one part. And this is called your I am statements. I am. And this is one of my beliefs. When I know from my spiritual religious training, the word for God is I am, right? You know, I am. And so when we say, I am lazy, I am ugly, in my mind, I was trained, is that what I'm saying about God? You know, God created me. So I have to really watch what I put behind the I am.
Yes.
So here's a little game. I don't know how much time we have left, but want to play the game?
Sure.
Okay. One of the things one of my core values is fun. And I love to make games out of everything. I wouldn't have lasted as a special ed teacher if I didn't have games all the time. So anyway, here we go. It's the I am ABC game. Okay, now y'all remember the alphabet. Okay. So we're taking that I am and we're putting an A word right behind that. So if I was going to ask you, Meshell, an empowering word that starts with A, what would that be?
Amazing.
You are! Okay, so you get to start. I am amazing. You go ahead.
Oh, I am amazing. I say it all the time, so it's not hard.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to give you an opportunity to growth. Whenever you play this the next time, think of another A word. I am abundant. I am amazing. I am aware. I am awake. I have a million of them.
Oh yeah, it won't take me long because the thesaurus is my second favorite book, so it wouldn't take me long. Oh. Yeah, it wouldn't even challenge me, honestly.
Oh darn. Well, okay. Well, for those of you who don't have the sources,
I know, because I was just sitting here running off the alphabet. Okay, I am beautiful. I am congruent. I am determined. I am empowering. I am fabulous. I am gifted. I am humbled. I am innovative. So, see, I can go. I am joyful. I am knowledgeable. I am learned. I am a manifester. I am nurturing. I am opulent. I am purposeful. I am, I want to say, I'm thinking inquisitive, but the Q. So,
Come on, you got it. You can do it. Come on.
I am a queen.
Yeah. How about quality? How about quality?
Yes, I am quality, but I like queen.
Quality queen. Yeah.
I am a queen. QR. Okay, I am resilient. I am successful. I am triumphant.
Yeah.
I am unique.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm forgetting my alphabet all of it. TUV. I am valuable.
Yay.
I am excellent using
you
sound.
forgot W. Give me a W.
I am wise.
Well,
I am excellent, and I am zealous.
What about Y? We got one for Y?
Oh, I am youthful.
There you go. You got this.
I told you.
And you see how you get because you're telling that woo.
Yes.
And
yes.
you know what it does? It takes your vibration. I'm
yes.
all into this vibrational levels. It takes your vibration from here, whoop, off the charts. Yes. Now, for those of you in your health goal who are going to run marathons, you can go out when you're doing your walk in the morning. You do your I am statements. Man, you're all the way around the block, and people are going, well, who is she? She's a triathlon, man. And you go from walking slow, because I don't really like to exercise, to all your I ams boom you into that vision. So it's just I love it.
Yes. That was actually a lot of fun for me, because it was, even though I know, just doing it is so. There's a difference between, I always say experience trumps knowledge. So I knew how to do it, but actually doing it was more powerful because that was the experience.
There you go. And guess what? You get a brave thinking badge. Well, you know what? Some of my clients, okay, here's the other thing. A quote from Henry David Thoreau, and that, if you move confidently in the direction of the vision, all kinds of things open up.
Yes.
Otherwise would not have occurred.
Yes.
So and sometimes, and I'm myself included in what Thoreau did. I have a daughter, by the way, that lives in Boston, Massachusetts, and she started out working with me 6 years ago as she was one of my guinea pig clients. You know how you kind of get your family please do this. Well, she's never left. She's with me every week on the calls. We have another call tonight, my big group. She went from no job, had dropped out of school and everything 6 years ago. She started to use these principles, brave thinking principles. And you know what she's doing now?
What?
Oh, come on. She works at Harvard University.
Wow.
Yes. And I talked to her last night. She's moving into a beautiful apartment, a mile and a half away from her work, because she visioned. I said, okay, Jill, I know your circumstance. What would you love for your ideal work to be? She goes, to work around priceless gifts of art. To go outside for lunch where there's squirrels hopping on the trees. And I said, oh, where would that be? Oh, I would love to work at Harvard University. She didn't even have a degree. So at any rate, it was like she kept that in mind. She had some awful jobs between there, believe me. But she would get in a job and she would know it was a not it. You know how you get in these things and it's not it.
Right.
And so many people stay in not it jobs all their lives, you know? So anyway, she got it, not it, not it, not it. And she's in her ideal place of employment. Not only that, when you're an employee of Harvard, you can take any Harvard credit for $50.
Wow.
So she is enrolled as a student in Harvard. So
wow. How awesome is that?
Anyway, I know we're running out of time. I really wanted to in this short time that we have, know that just pass on those couple tools. Notice what you're noticing, your I am game. And also, I would love to offer anyone any one-on-one session with me, this complimentary session to see where it is. I have like this way of, when we meet, like helping you find that what it is. And guess what? It can be different next year. What I wanted to be 10 years ago is nothing like what I'm doing now.
Right.
And that's why we're always on our green growing edge. So many of my clients are in their second part of their lives. They're 60 or above. They're hit that retirement age, and then what? And that's where I was 3 years ago. And it was like, you've got so much life in you yet. You've got so much wisdom. The world really, really needs you in your second part of life.
Yes.
So you don't have to be to talk to me, but I was just wanted to say that.
Oh, yes. So is there do you have any current upcoming event or offering, or the offer was that they could, what we'll do is put the link to how they can schedule something with you.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Hey, if you're watching this on Facebook, just PM me.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And also, if you're watching this on Facebook, PM Meshell.
Yes.
She does amazing works in the world too.
Exactly.
There is an event at the end of October. If anyone would really love to go, it's Dream Builder Live in Dallas. It's a 4-day immersion into this stuff with my mentor coach, Mary Morrissey, and her team. There'll be about 600 to 700 people there. I will be supporting them in the whole event. And I'll tell you, when you immerse yourself and let the outside world go for that many days, you come out all washed.
Nice.
Anyway, I have link for friends and family. I'd love to pass that on to anyone who's in Dallas or who's not in Dallas. Love to fly in and get a Texas welcome. That, and I do webinars and all kinds of things, but I just wanted to connect with you, and I so appreciate what you're doing out there in the world, Meshell.
Oh, thank you. So I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll get you that contact information. So it'll either, if you're watching the video on Facebook, just look below. We'll put the links so that you can link in to either how to contact Judy Matejczyk.
Yeah.
Look at there, and or how you can look into and see about possibly doing Dream Builder conference that's coming up at the end of October. And I just want to say thank you again. It's always a joy for me to hear, and this is why I explain to people, I know that the work we do is very similar, but there's 7 billion people on the planet. I live in abundance. It doesn't, like, we don't compete. My voice is different from her voice. And again, I love sharing the gift, whoever the gift is, with the world. So I thank you for blessing people and for actually doing an activity. So anybody watching this, watch the replay and use this. This is an amazing tool. You could put this on your calendar and watch this video and check in on your goals or your path every couple months. So absolutely amazing.
Little kids love to do the I am game. from 3 years old all the way up to teenagers. They love to play that game. And if you're a parent and want to have closer connections with your kids, that's a good tool to use.
I enjoyed that. That was amazing. So thank you, and I'll see you all next week. And just to be clear, the time is 1 p.m. Eastern, so it'll be 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I was messing up on a little things, but I wanted to make certain I was aligned or congruent with what I had posted. So I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
There you go.
Okay.